Hi and welcome to Tech Decoded, and I'm Santan Datta. Today we will be decoding a new smartphone gimbal from Goodson Moza, the new Moza Mini MX, a fabulous, compact and feature-rich smartphone gimbal. And this gimbal is also good for the YouTubers and the vloggers because this very easily rotates from horizontal to vertical. So let us find first what's all in the box.
In the box you will find the Moza Mini MX gimbal, its tripod, a hand strap, a soft pouch, a C-type cable for charging and the instruction manual.
So the Moza Mini MX is so small in size that it can easily get inside this pouch and it will take only a small corner inside your bag. So let us see how to unfold this gimbal at first. Firstly, you have to check this lock position and then accordingly just rotate. There. Now this hinge also you have to unlock. Checking the lock position again. This side is locked, the other side is unlocked. So it got unlocked. And then this. You can see also this clamp has quite a little bit of more space. It's very spacious and there is rubber cushioning also. And this clamp is deep, so when you put in your mobile phone it actually settles in well and it doesn't really fall out because the grip is very nice. It's just like a claw. So after this we can put the small tripod over here. So this is how you put it. Once you do it, you can see that the height is just perfect when you want to do a online Instagram show or something, Instagram lives. So this is of just the perfect height. So it will take horizontal or vertical, whatever orientation you want. Now if you see the tripod, this has rubber grips so that if you put it on the table also, something which has very less friction, still this will be able to have a proper grip. And when you want to check the body quality, is very sturdy and also very sleek and smart looking. So when we see the user interface, there are only 3 buttons and there is a joystick and there is a trigger. So all the controls can be directly done with only these few buttons. Also from here through the C-type cable you can do the charging of this gimbal. This gimbal gets charged in only 2.5 hours but runs for 20 hours. 20 hours it continuously is on the run, so that is the time when you are using the gimbal. Besides that, here you can find a small pinhole, so if you want to reset this to the factory default, you can simply do that very easily. So now let us first mount the smartphone on this gimbal. Before mounting, make sure that you download the Moza Genie app from the Play Store so that you can sync the functions of the gimbal with the mobile phone and work with both together. Now to balance, you first have to see that this shouldn't go on either left or right. If you put it exactly in the perfect position, then this mobile phone will actually stay in the perfect position. It will stay straight even when the gimbal is off. So before going in more details, let us see the user interface, the switches and the controls.
So this is the switch on and off switch. Long press this to switch on and off the gimbal. Then you need to press the Bluetooth symbol blinking here and connect the mobile with the Moza Mini MX, pressing the given link. And now the gimbal is connected with your mobile phone. Pressing the on and off button twice, you can swap between video recording and still shooting mode. And also pressing this button single time, you can either start video recording or take a shot. Pressing this button thrice, you can change the orientation from the landscape to portrait mode and back. Over here you can also see the battery level indicator, which indicates when you are above 75% of charge, below 40% or below 10%. Using this joystick, you can adjust the position of the mobile to either right or left or top or bottom. Over here we also see a shortcut button to zoom plus and zoom minus. Keeping the zoom plus button pressed, you can zoom in, and pressing the zoom minus button, you can zoom out. Also pressing the zoom plus button twice, you can zoom into the full extent automatically, and that too in a controlled speed. Similarly, pressing the zoom minus button, you can zoom out to full wide. The speed of this auto zoom can be controlled through the app. You can also change the different follow modes directly from the gimbal, even without the help of the app, using the zoom plus, the zoom minus and the trigger. By default, the gimbal is in pan follow mode and the tilt follow and the roll follow is locked. As you press the zoom plus once, it switches to pan plus tilt follow mode. This mode helps you to capture most of the activities very easily. When you press the zoom minus button once, you enter the FPV, also known as the first person vision mode. In the FPV, the pan, tilt, roll, you have all follow mode. This all follow mode is most effective when you are shooting music videos or documenting exhibitions, or even when you want to capture a stylish video clip with all the movements in follow mode. In this mode, you can also do the inception or the 360 degrees kind of movement. As you keep the forward trigger pressed, you are in all lock mode. Tapping the trigger once and then pressing it, you enter in the sports mode. And in this mode, the following is done at the maximum speed. And this is very effective when you are capturing sports or fast action. Pressing the trigger twice, you can also reset the position of the gimbal. You can also swap between the frontal and the rear camera, pressing this trigger thrice. So let us have a glimpse of the footage when you are not using the gimbal versus when you are using the gimbal. So this is a freehand walking. And this is when the mobile is mounted on the Moza Mini MX. The Moza Mini MX combined with the power of the Moza Genie app can also be controlled with gesture control. Pressing this hand icon, you can switch on the gesture control. In the video recording mode, as you show it a V, it starts recording. And closing your fist stops the video recording. And in the photo shooting mode, the V will instantly take a photograph. This can also do the object tracking where you need to select the subject. And there it goes. In many of the smartphone gimbals, tracking is done to focus and check the exposure. That's all. But in case of the Moza Mini MX, the mobile will actually rotate to frame the subject it is tracking. The Moza Genie app also supports a fabulous mode in which you can individually select the focus point and also the exposure point. Usually you have a common point through which the focus and the exposure is calculated. Now you can select and lock the focus point, and you can lock the exposure point separately. The app also supports Pro mode. Now in the Pro mode, you can select from the resolution, the frame rates, the shutter speed, the white balance, and even the ISO. You can also change the style of the image or the video pressing this icon. In the app screen, you can also find the power of both the gimbal and the mobile phone. Selecting the ratio icon, you can choose from many ratios given here, like 16:9, which is the default, 4:3, 1:1, and many others. You can also select the safe area of whether it should be 80% or 85%, 90%, 95%, or even 100%. You can select from among different kinds of grids for shooting support. Through this icon, you can also select if the information should be showed on the display or not. With the Moza Mini MX supported with the Moza Genie app, you can also shoot time-lapse videos directly. And this is a slow motion video which you can automatically shoot with the Moza Mini MX. When you enter the camera settings, you have the option to go for live broadcasting through this gimbal. You can also select from the focus mode if it should be continuous video or continuous picture, or it is for a macro shot, or even can set it to auto. You can activate the anti-shake mode or even switch on the spirit level indicator. You can switch on if the audio level will be as per the volume key, or the recording should be done silently. Here's the option with which you can switch on and off the mirror imaging. And just below this, you can also switch on the location information so that the GPS information will be directly tagged with the video. When we check the settings, you can also change the rocker speed, that is the joystick, from medium to low and high. Horizontal fine-tuning is possible. Also from here itself, you can calibrate the gimbal if required. With the Moza Mini MX, you can also create fascinating short videos using the Magic Movie mode. Clicking on this blue icon. In this mode, the Genie gives you a choice of many movie templates to select from. Once you select the style, the Genie guides you what kind of movements has to be captured. And as you shoot, the gimbal does its own movements automatically. And after the shot, it guides you to the next clip. Once the shots are taken, you can preview the whole video and save it. Genie stitches, puts in the music and exports it for you. Voila! The magic movie is created. And now, after all this shooting, you can directly edit your videos with the Moza Genie app. And you also get to put the music, you get to put the title, you can change the ratios and whatnot. So let us just check it out. So you click on the gallery, over here the edit symbol, and then you can select the clips which you would like to edit. So we select here 1, 2 and 3 and we go into further editing. Over here we can see cut, then we can change the speed of the selected clip. We can also trim the clip very conveniently. We can copy paste or even remove a clip. We can change the proportion selecting this. Now if you want to put any filter, that you can directly select. And you can also adjust it further. You can select special effects to be put on your clip. And from here, you can add any music. And this takes you to a different library from where you can select either from the Christmas or a movie kind of tune which you can download, a travel, for food, for sport, for fashion, for Halloween effects, and more may come. And from here, directly you can select the type of title that you want. Then you can select from a subtitle kind of template. You can select a kind of decoration like a location mark. And you can as well select from among these stickers, those are already given here. And as you are done, just export the movie.
So hope you have liked the video on the Moza Mini MX. If you have any questions, please do write them in the comment section.